In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Hello everybody, how are you doing? Would be doing great by the mercy and grace of Almighty Allah. My name is NA Saqib. I'm your IELTS IELTS trainer. Additionally, been also teaching the students of spoken English for the last 20 years at the platform of Genius Institute, Lahore. Dear friends, we are also professional student visa consultants. We accept your applications for UK, Australia, Canada and America and across Europe. Our lots of success stories can be found on our YouTube channel, Genius Institute, Lahore. We are offering online classes and on-campus classes. If you are interested in any one of them, you can contact our number given in the description. My today's lecture would be about IELTS life skills known as A1 level test. I have given you previously an introductory lecture. Today I will be talking about its different phases. It has got 4 different phases. The first phase would be known as 1A. So the second would be 1B, 2A and 2B. I would just today in this lecture will give you some very important tips of 1A. So let's get started. Now the duration of this phase or this part of your IELTS life skills is just 4 to 5 minutes. The examiner asks you and your partner some very simple questions about yourself. About your name. How do you spell your name? Where you come from. And he would also say, could I have your mark sheets and identification? So this is the first part of the first phase. Now in the next stage, the examiner asks you and your partner some questions. And the questions are about 1 or 2 simple topics. For example, food or your friend. Now, there are 2 possible situations. Number 1, sometimes the examiner will ask you about one topic and then ask your partner about the different topic. Whereas, and there is another situation, whereas sometimes the examiner will ask both you and your partner questions about one topic and then ask you and your partner about a different topic. So these are 2 possible situations in part 1, what is known as 1A. Now here are some topics you might find in the IELTS life skills test. So I hope if you have already just prepared these topics, hopefully you would be feeling very confident before going into the examination. Details about you and your life. Family and friends, buying things or shopping, work, job, business, health and fitness, free time, hobbies, pastimes, education, learning new things for work, transport, your house, and weather. These are some very basic topics which should be prepared for all the test takers before going for the examination. Now, some useful language for this part could be like this. My names. You are contracting 2 words. Name is my names, using contractions. So it's important to know about contractions, the basic contractions which can be used in everyday language. Or please call me dash dash dash. I come from dash dash dash, or I'm from dash dash dash. Now I must give you an example of the examiner's questions. For example, he may ask one candidate about, tell me about your favorite food. Before talking about those questions, or I would like to just give you some ideas to help you. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, your local foods. When do you eat it? Who do you eat it with? So these are some very basic ideas to help you out. And useful language could be like this: I really like dash 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 because dash dash dash. I really like burgers or pizzas because they're really tasty and scrumptious. I eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I usually eat this food with dash dash dash. So you will be using about these kind of sentences for making answers to the question being asked by the examiner. Or there could be another option. For example, I'm going to give you another example. Tell me about the people you speak to every day. There are some ideas to help you out. Your friends and family, people at work, or people you speak to in English. A useful language would be like this. For example, every day I speak to dash dash dash. Speak to my friends, my colleagues, or my classmates. At work, I speak to my colleagues, my boss, my co-workers, for example. I always or sometimes speak English with my friends who are foreigners, or I speak English with my classmates who are also learning English language from Genius Institute, Lahore. Now, finally, in this phase, I would like to just give you some tips, test tips. Some of them are particularly about this phase, and some of them are general ones. So make sure you know how to spell your name. This is important because the exam is going to start with your name. And secondly, speak slowly and clearly so that the examiner can hear you easily. Some people, when they are confused, actually speak very fast. So you make sure to speak slowly and clearly for the convenience of the examiner. In the second part of phase 1A, try to give as much information as you can. Use language you know well and don't need to speak perfect English because you are a beginner, and this is the basic test which is actually going on. So perfection in language is not required. Just the basic kind of language is needed to pass this examination. Next tip is to use contractions. For example, don't say I am, say I'm, not I do not, I don't, can't, shouldn't, won't, couldn't. So you can speak contractions, and this is better to speak contractions in this test. Sometimes you feel confused because there is pressure and a fear of test actually, and take some water into the examination hall with you. There is no one's going to ask you not to bring a bottle of water. If you want to, you can take. Make sure your mobile phone is off, definitely, because it may cause certain problems in the continuity of the exam. So most probably the management holds your mobile phone in their custody for the time being. Before the test, when you are waiting, this is important, speak English with your partner, because your partner is also waiting outside. So you can have a bit of ice breaking, a bit of familiarity with your partner. So it will be very helpful in the examination hall. So practice is important. And if you make a mistake when you say a word, try to say it again. There's no problem. You can utter the word again and you correct yourself and modify your sentences if you like. This is the part of the exam. Dear friends, 1A phase is complete, and I'm gonna just reappear with the next, that is a 1B. Wait for it. Take care of yourself, and bye-bye.